Caleb riding a 2008 Harley Davidson Street Glide, and we're just going to we're gonna both stop at the same point, and we're gonna both accelerate to speed at the same time near each other. Call that what you want. And we're just gonna see who which bike comes out ahead. And I'm pretty sure it'll probably be a rolling start. I'm pretty sure this bike is gonna be able to accelerate faster than that big 96 cubic inch Harley Davidson. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2015 Kawasaki Vulcan S. This bike has like 200 miles on it. It's like a brand new bike. I love riding it. It's set up with the what do they call it? The Ergo system, or Ergo Fit, where the seat can move up and back. The handlebars can move down and up, and the rear sets and the brakes can move up about 2 inches both ways. It's pretty awesome. So it has a pretty big range of height of what kind of people can ride it. Now, I was pretty pumped when I got this bike in, but I didn't know how awesome it would really be, and I didn't know how much I would really like it, but I love it. I actually think this has an inline twin instead of a V-twin. And looking at the specs, I'm pretty sure this is the same engine that they have in the Ninja 650. It's that same. I'm pretty sure it's the same inline twin. I have a Ninja 650. I compared them. I looked at it. They look very similar. Same bore and stroke. All that stuff. It was a slightly different computer system, or throttle body or something that they used. Not throttle body, but fuel injection system to manage it. But that makes sense. So from riding this, I took it home last night. I loved it. I could not believe how powerful it was. This thing, now I tell people all the time, I'm like, yeah, the 650. So I'm like, yeah, the 650 V-Star is a great bike. It's got plenty of power. What I mean by that is it's got plenty of power for you. It rarely has enough power for me. But and then the 750, the Shadow 750, I'm like, yeah, it's got plenty of power. It takes you on the highway. That's plenty of power for you. It never has enough power for me. I think this bike is faster than the 650 V-Star. I think it's faster than the 750 Shadow. I think it's faster than the Kawasaki 900. I think it's faster than the Yamaha 950. And I think it's faster than most cruiser bikes out there. And actually, we're gonna prove that. And Caleb's riding a 2008. Yeah, I'll show you right now. Caleb's riding a 2008 Harley Davidson Street Glide, and we're just going to we're gonna both stop at the same point, and we're gonna both accelerate to speed at the same time near each other. Call that what you want. And we're just gonna see which bike comes out ahead. And I'm pretty sure it'll probably be a rolling start. I'm pretty sure this bike is gonna be able to accelerate faster than that big 96 cubic inch Harley Davidson, which is a great bike. I love that bike. Look, it's beautiful. Two white bikes. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna rolling nice and smooth in first gear, and then I'm gonna say go. I'll even give him a little advantage. 1, 2, 3, go. There you go. There you have it. Caleb, are you getting on it?
Yeah, I redlined it twice.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it redlined at 5,000, but I was at 5,000 2 times. And it doesn't have much power, man.
Guys, this is a 650, and this just smoked that Harley Davidson. This is a lot of bike. The V-Star 650 won't do that. The Honda, none of the bikes I mentioned would do that. This thing is awesome. I really, really enjoy riding this bike. It's the only 650 it's the only 650 cruiser bike I've ever ridden that I could say I could actually see myself putting that in the garage. Let's take a right. I could see myself owning this bike and just having a great time with it. I was cruising on the highway. This thing it runs so effortlessly on the highway, and I'm not joking, right? I did highway videos with some of the other bikes, and I wanted to see if you could ride on the highway going the speed limit and maybe a little bit over, depending on where you live. Let's say 75. Around here the speed limit's 65. So I proved that all those bikes, being a man, can ride on the highway, and you're cruising, and it's not like maxing out the bike. I was rolling with this. It's a 6-speed. I'm in top gear. Actually, I was on a closed course. I hit 110 miles an hour on this bike, and it was comfortable. It was smooth. It was rolling. It was still accelerating. I was like, this bike is awesome. So I have questions all the time. People are like, hey, can you roll? I'm looking for a small bike that can do 80, 90 miles an hour consistently, and I've never really been able to give them a good answer of what bike could do that. This bike could kill that. I mean, no problems. You would just crush it. So guys, no joke, this is a great bike. This one, I'm pretty sure, has ABS. I'm pretty sure. I gotta look at the wheels to see if it does. Nothing crazy, but just your basic bike, and you can pick this thing up for, I mean, for brand new, you can get it for like under 7 or 8 or something like that. But if you buy a used, it's gonna be a whole lot cheaper, probably less than like 6,000 bucks. And it's a gorgeous. I love the color. Once again, it's got tons of power. Hey Caleb, get in 6th gear, get in top gear. Alright, you're in top gear. Alright, let's, on your mark, get set, go. Top gear. I mean, this is an impressive bike. I'm actually a little disappointed that the Harley couldn't hold up better. We might have to run this against something else, maybe that Victory. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is faster than the Victory. What do you think?
The Victory is a little bit quicker than this 96 cubic inch engine, but I'll be honest with you, man. Neither of those bikes, really in those first couple gears seem to have a ton of throttle response for me. I feel like 3rd, 4th is where I kind of feel more of the power. Whereas at 650, I mean, it looked like you were kind of killing it 1st and 2nd gear.
Dude, it was nuts, man. This thing runs. I mean, it's no super sport, don't get me wrong, but this is an entry-level cruiser bike. You're getting an entry-level cruiser bike, and all your parents are driving big bikes. Normally you can never keep up with them if they really wanted to get on it. With this bike, they couldn't keep up with you. That's pretty awesome. Oh, for sure, as long as you're comfortable on it. And I'm actually pretty comfortable, and you can adjust everything for your size and your height. This is, for when it comes to power to weight ratio, of all the small bikes, the only one that was anywhere close to this was the Harley Davidson 750 street 750, but it still didn't match up. It was a little bit less. It was marginal a little bit, but it's a little bit less. This weighs at about 500 pounds wet when it fuel and oil. 500 pounds. No? Yeah, it's a cruiser. Come on. Oh, right. Yeah, the Street 750. Okay, yeah. No, I agree. So this comes in at 500 pounds wet and then 55 horsepower. Nothing else is even close. If you compare this to like the M50, the M50 was like, I think 45 horsepower and weighed in at like 650 pounds. You know, this thing just crushes it. Something like that. I mean, I don't hardly never shows the horsepower. They were showing torque, but probably something around that maybe. A million pounds, yeah, for sure. I mean, this bike is so smooth. You will not get anything. You won't get anything smoother than an inline twin. I mean, there's no V twin that's this smooth. Let me put it that way. There's 4 cylinders that are smooth, but this is an inline twin. It's a very smooth, and I think if I really wanted to, I could probably get this to wheelie. I could probably ride a wheelie on this bike. I'm not gonna try. I tried earlier, but I'm not gonna try. All right, guys. So this is a great bike. It handles very well. It's very, very versatile. I'm really impressed. I think it's pretty awesome, and I think this definitely beats out in power its bigger brother, the Vulcan 900, for sure. All right, guys. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.